Right here is a 2024 Mustang Dark Horse. It's got the handling pack on it, and I also chose to do the 10-speed auto on the car. Today's video is going to be how you guys can build yourself an 8-second 24 and up Mustang GT or Dark Horse.
Let's go!
What's up, Team Lethal fans? Mustang King in the house. Hope everyone is doing well out there. Today's video is going to be the build overview of our 24 Mustang Dark Horse, as well as how you guys can build yourself an 8-second 24 and up Mustang GT or Dark Horse. Let's get started, talk a little bit about the car, and then we'll roll into the build. This car right here is a 2024 Mustang Dark Horse in Blue Ember. It's got the handling pack on it, and I also chose to do the 10-speed auto on the car. Why? Because I want to go fast. We picked that car up from Weikert Ford over in Lake Wales, Florida, and from the beginning, I've loved this car. The looks, the technology, the feel, everything. This car drives great. The only thing missing was lots of power, which you know we had to fix. This right here sitting on top of the motor is the fix. That is the Lethal Edition Gen 6 3-liter Whipple Supercharger kit for the 24 and up Mustang GT and Dark Horse. That kit comes fully complete and in multiple different stages depending on the type of power that you want to make. This kit has the latest and greatest rotor profile design to be the most efficient, most effective supercharger kit on the market. They've got a dual pass, dual core, patented intercooler design, so heat soak is a thing of the past. There's a couple of upgrades we've got on this kit right here that allowed us to make the power to run an 8-second pass, some of which starts with that throttle body. That is their 120 millimeter throttle body design. We've also got the carbon fiber intake tube from Whipple Supercharger, as well as their competition open air boxes. In addition to that, we are running their 10-rib upgrade kit. We are running an ATI 20% lower balancer, as well as a Griptec 3.25 upper pulley on there. That's how we make the power without belt slip and boost loss. As far as supercharger cooling goes, the only thing we've got going on right here in the engine bay is that cute little intercooler reservoir that comes with the kit. And the only other thing that we're relying on is going to be Whipple's dual intercooler pump upgrade kit, as well as their oversized heat exchanger, which is mounted right under there. That's going to help keep those charge temps in check. Although I've got that 325 20% balancer combo on there, before when it had the 3.5-inch upper and 20% lower, this car put down 1,050 horsepower on a hub dyno using E85 and a custom tune from Shoemaker Performance. I went 9.0s 5 times one day at Bradenton Motorsports Park with this car with that combination before we decided to pulley it down to the 325. This car was making a ton of power. It was wicked fast. Do I think it could go 8s with a 3.5-inch upper? Indeed it can. We've got it figured out, and I might as well give it a try next time we get some cold air. The engine in this car is 100% factory. It has not been opened up at all. We are not running an upgraded billet oil pump gear or a crank sprocket. The only other thing in the engine bay here that we've got is that really nice tank from Fat House Performance. Thanks, Ben. It's really nice. Increased capacity for cooling. There you go. Now that we've gone over how are you gonna make all the power, let's talk a little bit about the drivetrain, how you're gonna put that power down to the ground at the track and not break. We've got an RSA Race Solutions Stage 3 transmission in there, built by Pops, did a phenomenal job. A whole bunch of upgraded parts in there for the 10R80, as well as a secret valve body in there as well. And we've got a Circle D converter in there. That's how we're gonna be able to launch the car to higher RPM, get those 60-foot times down, and get us that 8-second pass. Behind that transmission, we've also got a QA1 carbon fiber drive shaft. Unfortunately, QA1 no longer makes those drive shafts. So if you're looking for one, you're out of luck. However, we do have several other awesome options from our great partners like the Drive Shaft Shop, as well as Gulf Coast Drive Shafts, which we just took on as another awesome brand. These guys both offer aluminum as well as carbon fiber drive shaft upgrades, which you can check out on the site. And behind that QA1 drive shaft for the axles, because we knew those factory axles would not handle the task of running 8s without snapping, to be better prepared for the track and not waste time driving 3 hours to go racing, we put on a set of DSS 2,000 horsepower Nemesis axles. Again, shout out to DSS. We've been dealing with those guys since I started this business in 2005. Frank, Lee, the whole crew over there. I love you guys and thanks for the support. And lastly, on the drivetrain, for safety reasons, we are running a Steeda drive shaft loop, which is very important when you go to the track. As I mentioned before, we are running E85 in this car. How are we doing it? We had to do some fuel system upgrades. Pretty simple, guys. All we've got in there is a set of Injector Dynamics ID1300X injectors, as well as a KPM 1500 horsepower fuel system. Now that KPM fuel system was released before any custom tuning came out where you couldn't run a return style system on this car. It is a returnless system. Drop-in system complete, comes with awesome wiring and a controller to help you guys support the power that you're looking to make. And yes, indeed, it did support the power that we're making on this car with 85 running that 1500 horsepower system. For you guys out there to looking to make more power or go quicker than we did with the 1500 horsepower system, KPM does offer an upgrade that comes with an additional pump setup for the passenger side, which I believe is rated at 2200 horsepower. Tell you what, that KPM fuel system works great. Quality product. Big shout out to those guys, as well as Marty and Chris over at TurboSmart. If you didn't know, KPM is a brand that those guys manage as well. They're the ones that hooked me up with KPM. Thank you guys. They sent the kit out, no questions asked, got it on the car, and it does everything we asked it for. We got the drive line out of the way. Let's talk a little about wheels and tires and maybe some brakes. Well, why don't you take a look at this? Just look at it. These are the factory Brembo brakes on the rear and the front of this car. No weight savings acquired by us. We chose to do it the hard way. As far as the wheels go up front, we've got Forge Line GS1Rs off my 2020 GT500, and we're running a set of 20-inch Nitto 555 G2s. In the rear, we've got Weld Lagunas. These are 18x10 single beadlock setup, and as far as the tire goes, I've got a nice Mickey Thompson 305/45 18 ET Street R. I love those tires. They drive real smooth, they hook up, always doing good as my 60-foot times, and I get down the track nice and safe. Well, we're making all the boost and all the horsepowers. You guys are probably questioning what we do for the exhaust. Believe it or not, this car does not have long tube headers on it. Probably would have benefited from it, but we're not running them. We've got the factory manifolds on there. The cats are hollowed out. Meow, get out of there. And behind it is an AWE track exhaust system with their black diamond tips. That system comes with their H-pipe, resonators, and it's pretty much straight piped all the way back to those tips. I love the quality and the sound of AWE systems. I run them on a few of my vehicles as well as my Bronco Raptor. We've done a kit on the giveaway car as well, and we've got that system on here. Shout out to AWE for always being a part of our builds. You guys are awesome. And again, these guys make real high quality products that sound awesome. Well, we've got the horsepower out of the way, got the drive line, exhaust, wheels and tires, fuel system, what we do for suspension, believe it or not, just like the headers, we've got factory suspension on this car right from Ford. That's their MagnaRide setup, which also has the factory springs on it. We probably could have benefited from some aftermarket suspension products from maybe like Steeda, Keltrack, BMR. However, we chose not to, and I was still able to cut my best 60-foot time in this car, which is a 1:28, very close to what Goldmember ran. I ran a 1:27 with Goldmember, full BMR suspension, had some weight out of it as well. That should give you a good idea. This factory Ford suspension is actually doing pretty damn good. Just got a few things left in the body and styling and lighting department. We've got a whole bunch of DX carbon fiber products on this car here. I'm sure you saw it when I was doing a walk around before. We've got the lower splitter here, chin spoiler, whatever you want to call it. We've got their bumper cover. We've got their lower grille bezels. We've got the radiator shroud cover here, as well as a hood vent. I'll show you right here. These are all products that we have made here at Lethal Performance, which are really nice upgrades. Get rid of that factory plastic look, give it that nice real carbon fiber. That's 100% real carbon fiber right there, guys. In addition to that stuff, we've also got the side mirror covers over here. We've got our handling pack spoiler, which looks awesome. That is a 1-for-1 replica of the factory handling pack spoiler that just comes in black. We also do have the gurney flap in carbon fiber too. Lastly, that little trunk cover on there is carbon fiber and looks great. I love the look of that product on there. Great job, DX Carbon, you guys are awesome. Pat myself on the back on that one. For lighting upgrades on the car, everything we have on here is from Form. We've got their side markers on the front bumper over there. We've also got their side markers on the rear bumper, as well as their LED tail lights and the reverse brake light upgrade, which is right in the center there. Well, as you can see right there from the plate, that's who built the car. Lujan Motorsports out of Miami, Florida, Willie the Wizard, El Monstro. We've got tons of content of actually when we installed that Whipple kit on this car initially. Willie did a phenomenal job. He's installed Whipples on a bunch of our cars. You guys are in the South Florida area or looking to have your car built, give Lujan Motorsports a shout. Great guys, do awesome work. And also want to give a big shout out to AWE Performance for installing that KPM fuel system. Great job there, TJ. You did a wonderful job. And that pretty much sums up how to build an 8-second Mustang Dark Horse or GT. Well, there's a lot there that I talked about, so make sure to check the description for plenty of links about all of the stuff that we have on this vehicle. We've got videos pretty much on the installation of every part that I talked about, as well as a full build overview will be linked on here as well. You guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at 561-753-8105. Hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, I'll reply to you guys. I love y'all, I'm the Mustang King, and I'm out of here. Dark Horse, fucking Christ. G2s. Triple 5 G2s. The cats are meowed. Fiber are so nice. Carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber?
I guess, can you say that now? Can you do that? I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. Let me redo that one. Carbon fiber. These are all products that we offer here at Lethal Performance. They look great. They're light. I don't know what I'm doing with the camera here. Christ.